George Jetson was born today, on July 31st, 2022. Or at least, that's what the internet says. How true is that? Most of us never grew up with the Jetsons, but the show's impact on pop culture is felt even now. This family living in the future was on the opposite end of the Flintstones, and it was always cool to see what they had. Would we ever get flying cars? Would our planet become too much of a disaster that we would have to live in the skies? Probably. The Jetsons was always meant to take place in the far future. A future we would dream of, and maybe never even see in our lives. But sit down for this one. That future is about to be here with the birth of George Jetson. Before figuring out if his birthday today is legit, we have to understand why everyone thinks he was born in 2022. Well, the major evidence comes in the classic episode, Test Pilot, where George volunteers to be a test pilot for a dangerous job. Most of the story here isn't relevant to his birthday, but what is worth mentioning is a few lines of dialogue where he's talking about his age.
I'm not going to pift. Not even poof? No, you're completely healthy. You should live to be 150. Please, Mr. Spacely, don't launch those missiles. I've got 110 good years ahead of me.
So if he might live to 150 years old, and he says he has a good 110 years left to live, do the math. It's not rocket science, but that is. As of this episode, that would mean George is 40. Now, when we realize that the Jetsons began airing in 1962, and the show takes place 100 years in the future in 2062, do a bit of simple math. 2062 minus 40 is 2022. This confirms that, yeah, George was born in 2022. However, things get complicated when we're talking about the actual date. You may or may not have seen these viral tweets that reveal July 31st as the day. Here's the unfortunate truth. It's not accurate. Any mention of a date is from a fan with no evidence to back it up. It's impossible to nail down a real birthday this year because we don't know. The show never says. Don't pay attention to this. It's just spreading misinformation without a source. The idea that he was born in 2022 is pretty likely, but there's no date. Either way, he's a cartoon character. We probably shouldn't overthink it. Now, because George is born this year, we have just 4 more decades before we see the world of the Jetsons. Will it live up to the hype? I don't think so.
But anyway, that's all for this video. Subscribe for more awesome cartoon videos. Give a thumbs up and comment below, let me know what you think. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.